Okay, let's start all over. Okay, well, first of all, thank you for joining. My name is Alvaro. I'm responsible for international sales and also the CEO of the company. Okay, just to let you know that we are recording the webinar. Okay, so you guys are aware of it. And then, well, today we're going to introduce you one of the latest solutions that we just introduced to our portfolio of analytics, which is called the perimeter lockout with artificial intelligence. Okay. First of all, what I would like to do is I would like to introduce you, do a brief introduction of our company. Okay, Grecom is a company that is specialized, that what we do is in developing and marketing real-time analytics solutions. And we are very specialized on thermal imaging. That is our biggest expertise area, okay? We have right now over 30 different analytics, which can cover a very extensive portfolio of sectors or industries, let's call it, okay? And then so far we have exported our products to over 60 countries, right here is 64 countries. And then one of the, I think one of the key advantages that our company has is besides the size, which is we are very flexible, very rapidly adjusting to the environment and to the market needs. Also, we have our own R&D department, which is the one that develops all the solutions that we sell. Also, we have an integration department, which is responsible of integrating our solutions with existing security systems like VMSs, cameras, digital input and output models, and so on. Okay, and then we have our own after-sales department, which is responsible for solving any problems that might show up with the solution or with the analytics, like bugs or the disconfiguration of the analytics of the camera, the connection with the VMS, and so on. Okay. These are all the different lines of analytics that right now we can offer. We have solutions for perimeter surveillance. We have solutions for safety, marine surveillance, traffic. We are very specialized on on road tunnels and railway tunnels. Also, we have solutions for the fire prevention. So we have solutions for wild forest fire detection, and then also we have solutions for industrial scenario. And then we have the healthcare, which is detecting people with high temperature. And then we have on the automation, we have that is where more solutions we have right now. We have like the flame monitoring, tank monitoring, like transformer monitoring, leak detector. So there is a lot of solutions for the industrial purposes. So basically everything that has a thermal signature, we will be able to do it, okay? Then also we have the face recognition for the access control, okay? So the mask detection, face access control, VIP identification, and so everything that we can do with the face recognition. And then we have the VMS, which is which has artificial intelligence that definitely can help us to do some smart searching through all the hours and hours of videos recorded. Okay. Okay, so let's go over the solution that we're going to be talking today. Okay, the perimeter lockout is a solution that has artificial intelligence on it. What is the artificial intelligence? Means that the analytics is capable of identifying the object that is detecting, classify it, and based on what you want to detect, it will detect it, and it will discriminate everything else. So, for example, what we can do is we can auto-classify, for example, persons' vehicles. Okay, this is the most demanded profiles that they ask us to detect. Okay, and then on the perimeter lookout, we have it can go with two cameras. It can go with a thermal camera, or it can go with optical spectrum camera. Okay, so in order to be very accurate, okay, in order to be able to classify, we need a minimum of pixels. Okay, we'll say like between 14 to 16 pixels will be the minimum target size that we need in order to classify. So when we go to thermal imaging, as you know, the detection range is very long, but a person or a human, let's say if we detected over 200 meters or 300 meters away from the camera, that doesn't have the minimum target size that we need in order to be able to classify. So in order to be able to classify either with the thermal or optical spectrum camera, the maximum detection distance has to be something like around 200 meters, 150 to 200 meters. Everything that goes beyond that distance, we can detect it, but we cannot auto-classify the object, okay? Also, there is one very good thing is that we don't trigger any alarms by animals or vegetation or light changes or shadows or raindrops on the lens, okay? So all this it doesn't generate false alarms, okay? Also, you have multiple detection profiles or yes, profiles. We can have the intrusion, line crossing, prowling, and then also abandoned object, okay? And all these different rules can run simultaneously, so that allow us to have multiple detection rules running simultaneously, okay? Is compatible with all the IP cameras, either thermal or optical spectrum, okay? Right now it's integrated with Milestone, and very shortly will be integrated with Genetec, Pelco, Avigilon, Captesix, EDIS, Hitachi, Chameleon, Latitude, so which is all the VMSs that have been integrated with the rest of the solutions that we have in our portfolio. Okay, right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you a video of, and you can see how the system is auto-classifies. And as you can see, there is some numbers around the overlay, okay? So that means the level of accuracy. So when it says 1.0 means 100%, 0.99 means 99%. And as you can see, I mean, it's on a very fast mode just to make it shorter, the video. Otherwise, it will take 3 or 4 minutes and it's too long. Okay. And now, where can we store all the information, or where can we record all the information? So we have this our own VMS, or this is our VMS. It's not ours. It has been developed by a third party. Okay, but this is something that we commercialize internationally. Okay. And the big difference between this VMS and some other VMSs available on the market is that we have artificial intelligence and deep learning on it. That means that we can do a smart search on all the videos that have been recorded. And then also what we can do is we can, over the videos, we can configure detection mask to detect something that maybe initially was not detected by the system, okay? So what is the functionalities of this VMS, or the key advantages, let's call it, okay? First of all is the smart presence, okay? Okay, so what you can do is, I mean, always as long as the object is on the field of view of the camera, we can position on a map, okay? And then also what we can do is we can track it, okay? So for instance, if we say, okay, I want to, you put to the system, say, I want to see that person with this face, where it moved inside of my premises. So once the camera detects, we'll give you the track of that person, how it has been moving around the facilities. So you know where it stopped or where it moved on and so on. Also, you have the video view with a spotlight. Okay, so that means that whenever the system detects that there is no movement at all on the camera, automatically reduces the resolution of the camera or the video stream in a way that we can save recording space on the hard drive. Okay. Also, you have like the timeline smart presence. So that means that also, I mean, whenever there is no movement on the image, okay, so we reduce the resolution, as I said before. And then also what you can do is when you are looking for a video, you have kind of like a timeline that you can move back and forth. So it's very easy to go over the video. Then you have the smart search, which is a solution in which that you can imagine that you have like 200 cameras, and then you can make a filter to a search criteria, let's call it. So I say, okay, I want to detect a male, for example, that is wearing like a blue t-shirt and white shorts, for instance. So what I'll do is once I upload the criteria, the search criteria, the system is going to look for through all the cameras that are connected, and whatever is matching that criteria will be bring up. Okay, so you don't have to go over all the cameras and go over hours and hours of recording. So the system is going to do it for you. Okay. Then you have like the encompassing counting, so you can do also you can count on how many people is inside the premises, how many people is outside. Okay, you also can have heat maps, so you can see how people are moving around and where to spend more time. Okay, then also the sharing of the recordings is very easy and very secure. Everything gets encrypted. Okay, and then once you select the video, you can either select the clip and then send it through SMS, WhatsApp, or email. Okay, and then just with the people that has the credentials or is authorized to view this type of videos will be able to see it. Okay. The configuration, also we have our own cameras, so the configuration of the cameras is extremely simple. Simply, I mean, you have like a QR code on the camera. You scan it with the mobile, and then automatically that camera will be connected to the VMS. Okay, so it's very simple and fast. Okay. Then you have the smart recording. As I say, if there is no movement, we reduce the resolution in a way that we don't consume much recording space. Also can be integrated with access control systems, and then also is available with Android on iOS. Okay. Here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explain you the architecture. Okay, so if we use our own cameras, those cameras will be directly connected to the cloud, and we can access the cameras through any system that is connected to the net. Okay, so it can be smartphones, tablets, or any computer. The good thing about these cameras is that the analytics is embedded, okay, and then also the recording is on board. So everything is being done on the camera. So what is the key advantage of this is that you're not sending a full stream, full video stream through the internet and then consuming all the bandwidth. So everything is recorded locally, and then whenever you need to access, you just like go through the cloud and access to whatever cameras you need. Okay. Also, you have the API and the SDK. So in case that you need to integrate the system with an existing VMS or an existing security system that you have on your premise. Another question will come out, what about if I have a facility that has already cameras and you're not planning to use our cameras? Okay, in that case, what we need to do is we need to set up to install what we call it the cloud connector. This is a server where all the analytics are being downloaded, and also the recording is being done on this server. Okay, and this connector is directly connected to the cloud, and then from there is the same architecture as before. That means that any device which has connected to the net will be able to access to the cloud and to the server. Okay, so in that case, all the recording and all the artificial intelligence will be done on the server in case that we're using a third-party VMS. Okay, right here I'm gonna put you a video showing you how this smart search works. Okay.
Welcome to AvaAware. Today we're going to cover search. Search is a tool that allows us to search for specific events that may have occurred across one or multiple cameras. This allows us to search for things like the appearance of a person or a vehicle, a line cross event where a vehicle or person has crossed a specific virtual line that we've drawn, loitering events where a person or a vehicle may have been stationary for too long in one place, indicating something like an idling vehicle that may be outside of a loading dock or outside of an airport, or a person that may just be acting suspiciously in an area that they should not be. We can also alert on sound detection, and this leverages the onboard sound detection in our AvaAware cameras that can detect things like glass breaks, loud noises, smoke alarms, and many more audio models that are being added with each release. So, for example, if we were to create a line cross search, what we can do is we can choose what kind of objects we want to search for. We can stick with any or go down to a specific person. This person can be specified based on gender or based on the attire that they're wearing in the top or the lower quadrant of their body, and you can combine both colors as well, looking for people in uniforms or based on a description that was given by a third party. We can also leverage an image. If someone has captured a cell phone image of this person or vehicle, we can upload that in order to do a search based on these detections. Then we can choose where we want to do this detection. So this detection can take place, for example, on a camera in a parking lot. It could also happen inside of a building. So if we were looking for people that may have been in front of a register, we can choose one or multiple cameras and then choose the line that we want these objects to be crossing in order to qualify for the detection. We can choose the direction of travel of this object. And in the case of something like a convenience store, if we're just looking for anyone that is walking out, as this person just did in this example, we can unclick the entering direction so that we're only looking for the direction of travel out the door. And then we can choose the time period that we're searching for. This can be anywhere from specific minutes down to a block of time that may be days or hours. And in our case, when we're just looking for the last 30 minutes worth of search, we're presented with all of the events that correspond to our search criteria. So in our case, we're looking for people that are exiting. And if I highlight over that video, we're going to see the people that are exiting. I can click into this video to see it in greater detail. This will allow me to see not only the event that occurred, but the object within our floor plan as that user exits this building. I can then click to act on that activity. But we can also see in our parking lot as a person was crossing that virtual line that we created. So this allows us to very quickly get to the events that matter to us and then act on them. These different video clips that we have captured here can then be exported. So we can take the relevant information by clicking the plus, and we can choose to share or save. So we can export this as an MP4. We can share this as a publicly accessible link. We can bookmark it so that these video clips do not get deleted by typical retention. And of course, we can also do similarity searches if we want to look for people that are similar to the objects that have been detected in these environments. Now you're also presented with the ability to create a rule. We have a whole nother section dedicated to creating rules based off of searches as well as other parameters. I implore you to check that out.
Okay, and here there is some of the success cases that we have done in the past. Okay, from the law and defense enforcement, defense and law enforcement authorities or forces. I mean, we have implemented the cybersecurity and the VMS with the FBI in the United States. On the NATO, we have done the access control. This is a ROTA, this is a NATO military base in Spain. We do all the perimeter and access control. With the Spanish Army and Air Force, also we do perimeter solutions. On the oil and gas, we have done projects with Saudi Aramco, Repsol, Cepsa, which are these are the two largest Spanish oil companies. Okay, on renewable, I mean, here there is plenty of, these are the key players on the renewable industry. Okay, so like Iberdrola, Enel, Dewa, I don't know, is Excelio is the number one. So these are some of the big players. And then also in the industry, I mean, we work with Penske, PepsiCo, Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, Toyota, Siemens, ArcelorMittal. Okay. On telecommunications, we do AT&T, Etisalat, which is on the Emirates, Telefónica in Spain, Facebook, Portugal Telecom. Critical infrastructures, we have done the airport of Madrid. This is a nuclear plant in Spain. It's called Trillo. This is the palace of the Emir of Qatar. We do also all the perimeter surveillance there. And then here we have the Valencia port, which is the largest port in the Mediterranean by container traffic. And here I have some more examples on the banking industry, media, energy, okay, hospitals, hospitality, real estate, retail, and so on. Okay. So here are my, this is the presentation for today. This is my contact details, my telephone number, and also my email address in case that you want to contact me. Also, in case that you want to test any of the solutions, you can have two types of demo. We can run the analytics over the videos that we have in our library. That is option number one. Option number two, we can do a demo on site, always as long as you have the right equipment, the camera and the laptop where to run the analytics. I mean, definitely we can do it. Okay. Demos are free of charge. So just in case that you have a potential project, feel free to ask for it. Any questions that you guys have? You can either activate the microphone or you can do it through the chat. What I'll do is, go ahead.
Hi, yeah, this is Pei Xiang from Singapore. So I was interested to understand. So you showed the aware, right? That means it's like if we were to have such a solution, it means that it's something like a license based or subscription based. That we will have the things in the cloud. Is that what it is?
Okay.
Or can we fully have something that's on premise?
Okay, the hardware, I mean, you buy it and is not on subscription. Okay, but the license of the analytics, let's call it, is on subscription. You can have like a 1, 3, or 5 year subscription model. Okay, and then just to give you a rough price of the subscription per year, should be something like around 60 to 190 euro. Okay, that is the most expensive. That is the 1 year subscription. If you take 3 years, you have like a, I think is something like around 10% discount. And then if you have a 5 year, you have a 20% discount.
I see. And the subscription includes the analytics and hosting the video in the cloud.
Yeah, correct.
Oh,
Includes the subscription includes the analytics. Okay, so each camera has one analytic, so you will need one analytic per camera. Okay.
okay.
And then also includes upgrading, constant upgrading. So in case that there is any upgrade, you will be updated. And then also you are cybersecurity covered. Okay, so in case that there is no failures or problems with that. Okay,
Right.
And that is included on the subscription model.
Oh, okay. And what analytics per camera? That means the analytics is done at the edge, where the camera is.
Yes, well, the analytics, I mean, if the camera, you buy the camera from us, it will be embedded into the camera. If you have an existing camera, then you will need to have like what we call it the cloud connector, which is a server, okay? And that server will be on premise, right. And that server is where we download the analytics and also the recording tools.
I see. Okay, interesting. Well, would you be able to share your slides with us who have joined the webinar?
Yeah, of course. We will send you the video. We'll send you the presentation and also the video of the presentation.
Okay. And do I need to post my email on this chat, or you guys will have our emails for those who register?
I think we should have it. If you subscribe it to the webinar, you should give your contact details. So what I will do is I write your name and make sure that I send you.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Just write it in the chat as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Mike, do you have any questions? I guess not. Well, if there is no more questions, I would like to thank you very much for today to attend to today's webinar. As I said, I will send all the information to you guys, and then in case that you need anything from us, please feel free to contact. You have here my contact details. Thank you very much, and then let's keep in touch. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.